Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? How are you today? Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? If today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia Mbullah and I'm streaming live from London, England. How are you today? Good afternoon. It's 12:34 in London, England, and we are live. How are you today and where are you watching from? On today's episode, we are going to be talking about types of women to avoid. Dating part 2. Avoid dating these types of women. Let me check if my sounds are working. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you today? Good morning. How are you today? Types of women to avoid dating part 2. That is our topic for today. How are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you can hear me. Let me see. good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about types of women to avoid dating. It's the part 2. Yesterday was part 1, today is part 2. Hello, hello, Taji. Hello. Hi, how are you? Taggy, how are you? Where are you? Hello, Taggy. I'm broadcasting live from London. How are you today? Good afternoon, good morning. Go Pi or Go P. How are you? Go Pi. Good Good morning. Where are you watching from? Let me know where you're watching from. How are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. How are you today? How are you today? Hope you're keeping well. How are you today? Hello. Hello, how are you today? On today's episode, we're going to be talking about types of women to avoid dating. How are you today? Please do give the video a thumbs up. Tap on your screen twice to give the video a thumbs up. How are you today? Good morning. Let us know where you're watching from. I'm broadcasting live from London, England. How are you today? And how are you today? Let me know how you're doing today. Have you got sunshine where you are? How are you today? How are you today? If today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia. Thanks very much for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining us today. Kindly let us know where you're watching from. What time have you got where you're watching from? Double tap your screen to give the video a thumbs up. Just tap on your screen twice to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are here when Mondays to Fridays between 12:30 to 1:30 in the afternoon. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about types of women to avoid. That is our topic for today. So if you have got anything to say. If you've had a bad experience, let us know. If you've dated in the past and it was a good one, let us know on the comment section. We are here to learn. We are here to learn, laugh, and grow on this channel. That is why we are here. Love is a beautiful thing. Love is a good thing. It's good to date. It's good to date. It's good to date someone who loves you. It's good to date someone who respects you, loves you, treats you well. Hello, Stephen. How are you? Stephen says I should stand up. No, I'm not standing up. How can you just say stand up? Come on, Stephen. I am not standing up. How about that? No, I say no to that. I'm not. Good morning, Stephen. How are you today, and where are you watching from? Stephen, where are you? And Agnes Simba says stand up, and I say no to you. I'm not gonna stand up. I am not standing up. No. I'm gonna sit down. I'm not standing up. You can stand up wherever you are. Stand up. Stephen from Dallas. Stephen, how are you today? Hope you're doing well. And so Agnes, are you by Stephen? Why did you just how come you just repeated what he wrote? Stephen, how are you? Good. On today's episode, we're gonna be talking about three types of women to avoid dating as a man. Love is a beautiful thing. It's good to find someone who loves and treats you right, you know. But then when you find the wrong person, or when you start dating the wrong person, things just don't go well. Especially today's topic. This is today's topic. Christine says English or Spanish? Spanish. I'm speaking Spanish. Yeah, we're gonna have fun today. Today's gonna be a fun day. Today. Christine, Spanish. I'm speaking Spanish. You're asking me if I'm speaking English or Spanish. I am speaking Spanish today. If you can understand me, good and fine. Stephen says he likes my heart. Thanks very much, Stephen. Thank you very much for your kind words. I do appreciate. And so on today's topic, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about types of women to avoid as a man. Avoid these types of women if you want peace, if you want to have a good time, if you just want to have a good space, and if you want to have a clear mind. You have to avoid these types of women. Otherwise, they will just bring you down and pull you down and keep pulling you down. Please avoid a manipulative woman. Avoid a manipulative, selfish woman. If you start dating someone and you find out that they are manipulative, please make sure you look for a way and end the relationship, because people don't change easily. You want someone who would appreciate you. You want someone who is not egoistic. We don't want someone who is egoistic, who thinks only about themselves, who tries to manipulate you, and in every way they could be manipulating you. Oh, Stephen. Stephen, on the naughty corner, off you go. Naughty corner, Stephen, off you go. Off you go to the naughty corner, Stephen. Off you go. And Stephen, I do stand-up comedy. So I do stand-up comedy, but that is not what we are doing today. And And let's just carry on with today's topic. I just have to laugh. That is me for you, you know. Uh, Javed says, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so please avoid a manipulative woman. Avoid someone who would manipulate you in every way they can. Either to get things from you, either to put you down, either to make sure that they are on top of you at all times. Please avoid that. Avoid emotional manipulation as well. You know, you know, if you start dating someone, if you start dating a woman and they try to separate you from your family, they try to manipulate you because it starts, they don't do it at once. If you start dating someone and they try to isolate you from your family and friends, please be careful. They met you with people around you, with family, with friends, with loved ones. Once you meet someone, once you meet a woman and they start avoiding you, they start trying to get you so attached to them that you kind of stay away from your friends, stay away from your family. Sometimes they'll even make you to fall away from your friends and family. Please make sure make sure you if there's a possibility of you staying away from this type of person, stay away from her. If you're dating her and she um starts to make you to get problems with your friends, you start fighting with your friends, fighting with family, everyone starts isolating you, know that she is doing it because she wants to use you, that things she wants to either get out of you. Either she's just a narcissist who wants you all to herself so she can treat you the way she wants. Please be mindful of this. Let no one separate you from your family and friends. It is very important. When you start dating someone, they should bring in better things in your life. They should bring in more love. They should bring in better things. But if they're trying to separate you from your family, there are people like that. I know of this lady who is actually dating this guy at the moment. The relationship is still ongoing, and she has complained that they've been dating for 2 years, and he's managed to separate this lady from her family, you know and now um and now she's struggling to go back to her family. He's done it over and over, so she's been fighting with her family and friends for no good reason. you know he will say things that some men like that, some women like that as well. But in this case, it's a man who has made this lady to who separated this lady from her own family and friends. So it could be happening, it could happen to anyone. So please watch out for these signs. They are just red flags. When you start dating someone and they try to separate you from your friends and family completely, so they have you all to themselves, it is a red flag. It is a red flag. You should tell them, no, I have known my family and friends before I met you. They've been in my life before I met you. Sometimes you're dating someone and they would not want you to go and visit your family on your own. You want to go and visit your parents, your mom, your dad on your own, and they would go, oh no, if you're going there, I have to go. Are you going there? Are you talking about me? You're like, come on, before I met you, I have been part of this family. I've had friends, so you cannot stop me from seeing friends and family. So please do not let anyone separate you from your loved ones. Some women are very manipulative, and they would, not all women, some women are manipulative, especially if you have something that they want from you. Let's say you want it could be anything. It could be anything that they want from you, and they know that with family and friends they will not be able to get it easily from you. So what will they do? They will try to isolate you from this family and friends so they can get um whatever they want from you. So please be mindful of manipulative partners, friends when you're dating. But today this is our topic for today. So it could be a woman, it could be a man, but today we are talking about types of women to avoid. It is very important that you avoid emotionally and unhealthy relationships. Don't date someone who Elvis says, I do not know about any woman to avoid. However, I know about the woman to never avoid. And that's you. Damn, I'm crazy about. Oh my goodness, let me just laugh. I didn't see that coming. No, no, no. Oh, hello, Elvis. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Oh my goodness. Thanks very much for your kind words. Yes, there are some women you need to avoid. You don't want to be with a woman. You don't want to date a woman who puts you down. Elvis, this is for you. Let's say you're working, you've got a partner, and you are working. Both of you are working, and she makes more than you. She earns more than you. She makes more money than you, and she starts treating you like she starts treating you less of who you are. I don't want to say um I'm trying to choose my words here right. I'm trying to just choose the right words. She starts treating you less of who you are. She used to treat you well, but just because she has started making more money or earning more, she starts treating you bad. She doesn't respect you anymore. She does not treat you well anymore. All of a sudden she thinks she's better than you. Just know that it will not stop. She will carry on like that. She is going to carry on like that. So it is very important that you date a woman who respects you. Respect, of course, respect, it should be mutual in every relationship, but you don't want to date a woman who does not respect you as a man, who doesn't respect you as a man. Once you realize that you're dating someone who is disrespectful, it's your choice to make. No one can make this choice for you. It's your choice to decide if you want to stay in that relationship and be treated disrespectfully, or you want to quit. You want to quit the relationship. These are red flags, because sometimes we get into relationships and after a while we cannot get out of them because of one thing or the other. So please, um if you're dating a woman and she thinks you're less of who you are because she has started making more money than you, then I think you should call her to reasoning. You have to communicate it with her, tell her you've changed. You have to, let's say you've been dating her for a while, she's been a good person, and now she's making more money. I'm talking about this because we are seeing this a lot in the UK. So I'm kind of addressing some of the things that are happening in the UK. um you have to take care of home first. So these things are happening here. A lot of women who make more than their partners at some point. Sometimes women can do two jobs. Some women just make more than their partners, husbands. But um that doesn't mean that because you earn more than your partner, you should disrespect them. Mind you, when a man makes more money than a woman, he doesn't disrespect her. He treats her the same. He loves her the same. He shares his money with the woman. I know as women we don't want to share. The man's money is for all of us, but the man's money is for all of us, but our money is this is sweet. It's sweet coming from me. The man's money is for all of us, and the woman's money is just for the woman. That is how most women see it. That is how most women see it. And someone said it here the other day. I think it was Sam Onyekwere, who said the woman's money, most women, this is how most women see it. The man's money is for the man, and it's for the whole family. It's for the woman and the man, However, the woman's salary is only for the woman. Is it right? I'm not too sure about that. You tell me on the comment section. But you know what? There are certain things that um so okay. So that is it. So please, as a woman, you making more money than your man doesn't mean that you should disrespect him. It doesn't mean that you should treat him less of who he is. Elvis, that was for you, Elvis. um so good to have you, Elvis. How are you today, Elvis? Where are you watching from? Whereabouts are you watching from, Elvis? Let us know where you're watching from and how are you today. And please, if today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. And if today is your first time seeing me, I'm Cecilia. I'm Cecilia Mbullah, and I am streaming live from London, England. Steven says you're funny. Steven, you haven't seen the fun side of me yet. You have not. You haven't. How are you, Stephen? How are you? Javid says, okay. Hello, Malik. Hello, Malik. How are you and where are you watching from? James says, I was discarded by a covered narcissist who I stayed with for 20 years. 20 years. You stayed with someone for 20 years and she just, oh. How did you manage a narcissist for 20 years? That is why at the start of the relationship, please watch those red flags. The first time, the second time, I'm sure most of us, because I have dated a narcissist, I'm sure most of us must have dated someone, and we're thinking, sometimes you might be thinking they would change, he will change, she will change. People don't just change like that, you know people don't just change like that. So once you start dating someone and you spot some of these red flags, please pack your things and leave them alone. It's so hard to change some people. you know some people are very nice at the start of the relationship. You would love them, you would give them your body, you'd give them your soul, you'd give them the love that you have, but they can't give it back. Some people would want to tie you down. Some people want to start controlling you. Some people want to separate you from your family and friends so they can manipulate you. They can, treat you less of who you are. So please make sure you spot these signs at the start of the relationship. And once you spot these signs, it's better to separate from someone when the relationship is still new. 3 months, 6 months, once you spot these signs, people can hide at the start of the relationship. Some people can hide who they are, but you know what, after a while they'll start relaxing. 6 months, 6 months, I think. The first 3 months, some people might hide who they truly are, but after 6 months, you have to. If you're dating someone, and let's say the first 3 months they call you 4 or 5 times a day, okay, we would say it's love. They love you, they want to hear from you. But when they start pushing, when they start checking your phone every minute, oh, can I see your phone? When you tell them that you're coming, you're driving home, for example, and you tell them that you're in traffic and you're dating this woman, you love her, you tell her that, oh baby, I'm coming home, you know what, I am stuck in traffic. I'll be there in a few minutes, but I'm stuck in traffic. And then she tells you, put the phone on, put it on a video call so I can see that you're in traffic. It's never happened before. Baby, I'm in traffic. Believe me, I can't. You are driving. So she's not even thinking about your safety. You're driving. She wants you to put the phone on video call to see if you're truly driving, or when those are some of the signs at the start of the relationship. You might think, oh, maybe it's no, maybe it's infatuation. You might think, oh, maybe no. Those are the signs. You can't date someone who checks your underwear when you get back home. You can't. I've heard different stories. I've heard a story from a lady who would check the husband's boxes after work. You check. Who does that? You're dating someone like that. It will carry on like that, especially if there's no reason for her to be suspicious. You've never done anything like that in the past. You've been a good boyfriend, so please. um the way she left me, but you're gonna make it, James. It's all right. You're gonna make it. 20 years with someone, and then if you're gonna make it, you're still strong. um you're going to make it. Don't worry, you're going to make it. You should be happy. You're free now. If you've been with a narcissist for 20 years, it's like you've been in prison, isn't it? So you're free now. You're a free man now. Enjoy your time, enjoy your space. Just be careful. Don't get into another bad relationship. Take your time. Make sure you take your time to heal. It is very important that you take out time to heal after a bad relationship. That is, see, this is so important. Don't jump from one relationship to the next relationship. Take time to heal. It takes time to heal. So if you're dating and you separate from the person and the relationship was toxic, please take out time. It could be 1 year, it could be 2 years, it could be 6 months. It depends on how fast you can heal. But take out time to heal. Take out time to build yourself. Take out time to be who you used to be. That loving person that you used to be before you met this narcissist. Please, don't go straight and start dating after a bad experience. Because what you're going to do is you will be seeing your current partner, your current girlfriend, your current boyfriend, the boyfriend you're dating. They might be bringing love, but you might not be seeing that because of where you're coming from. So please, after a bad relationship, make sure you heal. It is very important that you heal. Let me go on my laptop so I can read the comments. So we can. So please, avoid a woman who doesn't give. You're dating a woman, she only takes from you. She never buys you no birthday present, nothing, nothing, nothing. A woman should get you something, no matter how small it is, even if it's a pair of socks. I mean, as £5, a woman should be able to get you something. You cannot be dating someone who brings nothing. You're not asking her to buy you gold and silver, but she should at least get you a pair of socks. I mean, socks, just socks. We're not asking for too much. You know, women are natural givers. So if she doesn't give you anything, if you give and she never gives you anything, why you sometimes you have to ask her, come on baby, but these are things you shouldn't ask. Your partner should be able um to give as well. She should be able to give. She should be able to give, please. Let me go on the comment section.
A huge part of my side business revolves around writing newsletters, writing scripts, writing captions, responding to any.
Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're just joining. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go to the comment section. I'll just go to the comment section. James says she hid it from me for the last 15-20 years. I thought I could help her. She got worse. Oh yes, that is the problem. James, that's the problem. That is why within the first 6 months, you should know who you're dating. People can hide certain things within the first few weeks, first two months, but by the time you date someone for 6 months, you should know if or if you yeah if you start dating someone, you would know if it's someone you want to carry on dating or you want to end the relationship. It is very important, that you spot these signs. The earlier you spot these signs, the better for you as well, because you don't want to invest 20 years in a relationship that will not work. You don't want to invest 20 years in a place where you're always unhappy, trying to fix things, trying to not only make yourself happy, but make your partner happy, where you're accused of things that you don't even know. So you don't want to be in that kind of a relationship. Um, it's okay, James. You will heal. You will get on with your life. It is okay. These things happen. These things do happen, but just watch out for red flags. And once you see them, no matter how much you love someone, if they don't love you back, if they don't reciprocate, relationships are meant to be symbiotic. They're meant to be two, both ways. I'm loving you and you're loving me. When it is one-sided, when relationships are one-sided, or you're dating and you find that you're the one giving everything, the love, I'm not talking about money here, you're giving the emotional energy, is coming from you, everything is coming from you, then I think you should sit back and ask yourself if you want to carry on with that relationship, or you just want to let it go. It is up to you. You cannot invest so much time in someone and then it ends up not working, and you're thinking, people don't just change. People don't change like that. That is what I've come to realize. People don't change like that. No, they don't. Especially when you find out that someone is negative, complaining, nagging, you know. Some men stay away from their homes because of a nagging wife. You have a nagging, they don't want to go back home. They don't want to go back home, don't want to go back to that space where they don't have peace. Let's see on the comment section. Elvis says, imagine this. You meet a nice girl, she has potentials, you marry her and start a family. 3, 4 kids later, she graduates with an engineering degree in IT and makes 3, 4 times more than you, and then it gets on her head. What do? Leave her with your kids or suffer the consequences for the sake of your kids? Elvis, I think in this case, you have to communicate. You have to sit her down and communicate with her. It is very important to tell her, look at what is happening. You never used to be like this. What is happening? You of course you know it's the money. You know it's the money. You love the woman. Tell her. Tell her that if she carries on like this, you're going to leave. It's the kids as well. Tell her that ask her if she wants to um look after the kids by herself. Tell her you're not being treated right in the relationship. Put her down, Elvis. This is what I would do, and this is what I'd advise you to do. If you are dating someone, a woman, she starts making money more than you. Bring it to her attention. Don't shout. Don't get angry. Um, nicely, you have to remind her. You have to tell her. With women, you have to tell them that, you know what, at the start of this relationship, you used to work as the man of the house. You used to provide for this family. She is doing well now. You should be enjoying what she brings in together as a family. You know, as a family, when you earn more, it is for you as a family to do things together, enjoy the money together. Money only makes your relationship better, because and better, tighter, because then you can travel together, you can do things together. um so no, this is it's happening a lot in the UK, where a woman starts making more than her husband, and then she just doesn't give the man the respect he deserves. I think communication is key in every relationship. Sit her down, talk to her, um tell her, remind her that she's got 3 kids with you, 4 kids with you. Remind her. With women, you have to talk. You have to talk when she's calm, because what happens is when a woman starts making more, she's got friends. Her friends will tell her, um oh, now you're making more. And sometimes some women will tell their friends, oh, now I make more than my husband, and things like that, which shouldn't be. But if that happens, if she makes more than you and it gets in her head, you have to tell her. Tell her, tell her, tell her. Remind her of the sacrifices you have made in the relationship, especially if you still love her and you want your family to stay together. Because with women, we are emotional. Sometimes emotional, and sometimes we are not rational. You know, we they look at it like, oh, I'm making the money gets, and it's happening a lot, especially in the UK. This is happening a lot. That you have to communicate it with her, communicate with her. You're not shouting, you're discussing with your woman. um you're discussing with her. Remind her, make sure you remind her of how much you have put in. Yes, remind. Sometimes you need to remind people. You need to, especially when they start behaving in a way that you don't understand them anymore. You need to remind her, tell her where you've come from as a couple, the things you've been through, where you are at the moment. Women forget. hmm Sometimes people forget. Sometimes you do a lot for people and they forget. Remind her in a nice way. We've been through a lot. This is what we went through in your own nice time. You're making more money now. It is good for this family. We can now plan holidays together. We can do things together. We can go out together. um Money, I think money is a tool to make your relationship better. As in, now you can travel with your kids. Now you can um, go on beautiful, wonderful, amazing holidays anywhere and everywhere. Travel and all that. Money shouldn't be something that tears the family apart. It shouldn't be, but um, it's happening a lot now. Once the it's and why is it that when the man is making money, everything is fine? Once the woman starts making more than the man, everything starts falling apart in the home. Why is it so? Why is it so? Women need to, I think we need to talk to women more. Yes, because um, if you're with a man and he treats you well, he gives you money, when you're not working, when you're not, because men would support women. Men do support women. A lot of men, most men, you're dating, they would support you. If you're not working, they would support you, they would look after you. But once the woman starts making money, and when when they make more than the men in the relationship, it never goes on well. So I think it's us, the women. We have to look at what we are not doing right. Us plus me included. What are we not doing right? What do we have to change? What do we have to change? Money should we sh- I think this is my understanding of of money. Money is there to make things better, not just for you as a woman, but for the whole family, your husband, your wife, and the kids. So that is how I see it. In Ongene, I think you should speak to her, communicate it with her, remind her of what you've been through together, remind her that you've got 3 4 kids together. Because what is happening now is, when most women start making this money and it gets in their heads, what happens is they would sometimes separate from the husband. They would go away, go and start, just go. Or maybe sometimes they'll tell the man they don't want them anymore. It is happening a lot. And then they'll go and find out that it is not that easy out there, and they would want to come back to the husband. It is happening a lot now in the UK. Women sending their husbands or their partners away, and then they would want to come back. and and sometimes it's too late. Once you leave, you go out, you start dating, the man moves on as well, and you can't just come back. you know it is happening a lot of women in the UK who've left their husbands, who've sent their husbands out, are finding it difficult because you would go there. You've got 3 kids, you've got 4 kids with this man. I'm not saying that you can't date, you can't, no, you can do whatever you want, but then the man dating you knows that there's another man in your life, knows you've got kids with another man, and sometimes they'll want to know because, and because this is what you're doing, because the money is now has now gotten in your head, whoever you start dating, you will treat them the same as a woman. you know so Elvis, if you're dating someone, you've got kids with them, she starts making more money and she becomes disrespectful, you have to communicate it with her, speak to her, in a nice way. It's a peaceful peaceful, like, talk with your partner. You could go out for a date, and just discuss with her. You're happy that she's making more, but you think she started, outline to her the things that she's doing that you don't like. Outline them to her. She might be doing them without knowing. So outline the things she's doing that you don't like anymore, and tell her the things that the things she used to do that you used to like. Please always start with good. When you're giving feedback, always start with, you used to be a good woman, or you are a nice woman. What she is now, you're nice. I love you, my lovely wife. Remember when we met 17 years ago, how we used to do things, how you, the man, you used to support her and all that. And you're happy that she's graduated now. She's graduated, she's making money, you're really proud of her. But you think that since, and now you start with the things that are not right. First say the good things, how you love her and all that, and then say the things that are not working within the relationship. Tell her nicely. She would argue. When she argues a lot, sometimes you say, oh, you don't that she would argue. Women, we love arguing. That's our forte. Bear with me, please. Thank you. So that's our forte. Women, we argue a lot. She would go, oh no, it's not true, it's not true. It's true. You know what you're talking about. Don't argue too much. Don't argue because you want peace. So don't argue too much. But when you get too much, if you cannot take it anymore, but make sure you communicate it with her. Communicate the way you feel. Communicate the things in the relationship that are not working, and if you have possible solutions, um, discuss it with her. Discuss it with her gradually, slowly but surely. You know, just discuss it with her. Don't let it. Don't leave it. If you leave it, it will get worse. Don't leave it. Communicate. It's very important. What do you? No, don't leave her. Communicate it with her for some time, and then if she doesn't change, that's when you will tell her. You have to tell her that, you know what, I've communicated these issues with you. I've communicated the way I feel about this relationship at the moment. I don't think you give me the respect I deserve. I don't think we are having a loving relationship. I don't think I can continue like this. Tell her that you don't think you can carry on like this. And if she doesn't change, then yes, tell her you have to, because I know sometimes you want to stay there for the kids, but do you want to stay unhappy? That is why some men, not me, some men would say, you know what, I will do something. I'm there for the kids. Since she's been disrespectful, I will only go home when I'm tired. I'll just go home. I don't, but then, you know, at the end of the day, um, now you're thinking it's a tricky situation, especially when it comes to you having kids. It's tricky. Try as much as possible to make sure you can work things with her, communicate it with her. Sometimes women do things that if you, when you tell them, they'll be like, oh my god, did I really do that, you know? So communicate it with her, communicate it with her, you know, and hopefully she's gonna understand. But just make sure you communicate it with her, please. Yes. Oh my James, 20 years is a long time to put in a relationship and then it just doesn't work. Unfortunately for your case, you thought in your case you thought you were gonna be able to change her, to change things. It's very difficult to change anyone. It is difficult, but it's okay. You're out now. You're strong. You're alive. You're healthy. It's okay. Carry on. Heal. Put yourself together and move on. You build. You will find someone who would love you, because of course you're a loving person. So you'll find someone. Or you thought you could help her. Some people you can, with some people you can help, you know, but with some people you just can't. But what I've come to realize is that you cannot just change people. So when you start dating someone and you find out that within the first 6 months, if you find out that they have certain there are certain red flags within that relationship, you have to leave them. Don't stay there. You know, they call you, they check on you every 5 minutes. Those are the red flags. They complain, they nag, you know, they are not understanding, they're disrespectful. It will not change. They would not change. People don't just change. The first 3 months they might hide who they are. 6 months, there are certain things they will not be able to hide. You know, that is when you decide whether you're taking the relationship to the next level, or you're letting them go. It's for you to decide. But when it comes to changing people, it is hard to change anyone. We think we might, sometimes we try, but it is hard. It is hard, you know, to change anyone. Yes, James, yes, just stay by yourself and heal. You will get someone who would love you for who you are. Just stay by yourself and heal. Um, it's Elvis says jealousy does not just start out of a vacuum. In most cases, than not, it is provoked by the action of the victim. People usually give their partners reasons to start being jealous. Yes, jealousy doesn't just yeah, it doesn't just come from nowhere, you know. You're very right. It does not just come from nowhere. A secure person doesn't usually find the need for, yes, that is why insecurity, dating an insecure and negative person is something that you should avoid, you know. The worst person to date is someone who is not secure. Someone with insecurity issues will turn your life upside down. They would make your life miserable. Yes, they will make your life miserable. That is something that we fail to understand. When you're dating someone with insecurity, at the start of the relationship, you might mistake it for love. You might mistake it for oh, they love me too much. That is why they want to check on me, they want to check my phone, they want to see my phone, they want to call me. No, it is not. There's a difference. It is not. It is not. It is not. It's dropping on your conversation. Or who are you talking to? You know, what are you doing, where are you, show me where you are, live, make a live video so I would see where you are. Yes, I want to see. No, 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 no. So at the start of the relationship you have to go, oh no, I told you I'll be there in 20 minutes. I'll be there in 20 minutes. I'm not gonna have a video call with you, you know, because they want to have a live video call with you, so they confirm that what you're saying is right. But you've told them, I am driving home, I will be home in 10 minutes, I'm in traffic. Once a woman says, put the phone on, can you do a video call so I see the traffic? No, you have to say no. No, I'm not. No, I've told you what I've told you. I will be there in 20 minutes. Those are the signs. So when you ignore some of these signs and then you carry on, the relationship is is not going to get better. Next time at work should want you to put the video, you say you're at work, you're working late, can you put it on camera so I can see that you are at work? You know, those are some of the signs. You know, those are some of the signs that you shouldn't ignore. You know, when you ignore these signs, that is when things start falling apart. Don't ignore the signs. You see the signs, you know the person is not for you. The person is a narcissist. The person is secure, is suffering from insecurity. And people don't just change, they don't just change. So please, um a person who is secure, a person who knows themselves is not just jealous. You don't want to check your, maybe your man's phone all the time. I want to see your phone. Who are you calling? Who are you talking to? Or eavesdropping their conversation? No, I think you should put the time in doing your own things. Go and do your hair, your nail. As a woman, do your hair, do your nail, do something with yourself. Do something with yourself instead of putting all your time in checking what the man is doing. You're concentrating on what they are doing. When they are doing what, they can't do anything. You're trying to separate them from their family. You're trying to isolate them. I don't think it's a good thing. It's a good place to be. And so if you're dating someone like this, please know it will not stop. It will not stop. It's the person will carry on like that. So if you want to stop the relationship, you want to end the relationship, it's the time to go. You know what? I don't think you have to tell them you don't think that you can carry on with a relationship like this. You have to tell them. Sometimes they would say, some people will say, or some ladies will go, I will change, sorry, I will change. But then you have to still keep checking. If they keep doing that, over and over, then they won't change. That is who they are, you know. And you don't want to be unhappy in a relationship. You don't want to be unhappy in a relationship. um, Elvis says, what if the communication doesn't work? Money and power changes everyone. It does. Elvis, money and power changes um, a lot of people. If the communication doesn't work, I think at this point, if the communication doesn't work with her, maybe you should seek professional help. Yes, seek professional help. If it doesn't work, it could be midlife crisis. Sometimes you have to bear with them as well. It could be midlife crisis. Mm-hmm. You might think it's the money. I There's someone I was chatting with, and it was the wife, who said that her husband he became quiet. Um, he became distant, quiet, and she was so worried. When she tried to talk to him, um, he couldn't open up. He couldn't open up. But do you know what? He was having issues at work. He was having issues at work. So gradually, she started asking, they started talking, and then he opened up that he had issues at work and things like that. So, Elvis, it could be, you might think it's the money. Sometimes it could be more than that. It could be midlife crisis. There are other factors, especially um, if if you've been together for some time. It might be something with her. She might be battling with something, you know. So if you've been with someone for a long time and things start changing, find out what they are going through. They might be going through something. You might think it's about but that person might be battling with something. Yes, they might be battling with something. So find out if she's going through something that you can help her get over or get through with. Find out, is she going through something? And But hope you're not like, you don't um hope you're not, how do I put it, you know, when you communicate with her, with your partner, the woman who is making more than you, if that's the case, um it's not straight talk, like you really want to, um you want to tell her it's because you're making more than me. No, she might be going through something that you don't know. She might be going through something that she doesn't know. It might be hormonal issues for women. So yes, Elvis, it might be hormonal issues. It might be midlife crisis. It might be different things. With women, things just fluctuate. With women, it's the mood swing. It's this, it's that. So it might be these things, some of these things you don't know. Sometimes she might actually need help. So please find out. I know, if you speak to her, if you communicate and it doesn't work, please seek for professional help. You know, yes, speak for professional help, and that will be maybe backstage. Speak to, get someone to talk to her. You know, she might just need this. It might be a phase in her life, a phase in her life where she cannot control things, where she cannot handle the things in her life. It could be work stress, it could be work related stress, it could be just, it could be that just she can't just manage everything, the house and everything. So again, it's communication. And if you've tried all you have and it's still not working, then seek for professional help. She might need help. You might be thinking, um you might be thinking it's the money and the power, but it might be something she is going through that she doesn't even know. Yes, it might be something she is going through. There was another case with this guy. It was midlife crisis. He said he didn't know what was happening with him, you know, but he just, and later on he changed. You know, he changed because he realized what was happening with him, discussed it with his wife. You know, they started doing more, going out more, doing more things. So sometimes it might be, um what she is going through. You know, it might be midlife crisis, it might be mood swings. With women, different things might be happening, so it might not just be you. Wakanda, hello. End of me is Wakanda cosplay. How are you? And Steven, Steven Taylor, I missed you standing up going to get. You missed that. Don't worry, very soon. Oh, it's 1:30 already. Don't worry, I'm going to stand up soon. I'm going to show you what I'm wearing. I do it, don't I do it all the time. We've got a few more minutes. We've come to the end of today's broadcast. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. And if you're seeing me for the first time, I'm Cecilia Mbullah. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, and support the channel in any way you can. Thank you very much. My advice to all black brothers: if you really want to enjoy marriage and get respect in your life, find, oh my god, no, right? No, and Elvis, I don't think you can't generalize like that. You cannot just generalize. No, no, no. You can't. It's your point of view. I do respect it, but you cannot I have also seen marriages that are working smoothly here in the UK and across the globe. I've seen successful marriages, Elvis. And don't, you cannot generalize. That is something we shouldn't do. Don't generalize. You can't use one case um to go to you. You can't use one case to compare with every other woman out there, or to everybody. No, you cannot generalize. No, you have to treat individuals individually. if you've had one if you've had an issue, or if you're having an issue um with with your partner, it is that issue with that partner, with that partner. And if it's not working between you, it doesn't mean that the person is a bad person. It simply means that things are not working at that particular point in time. So you cannot say that this person can't date this person. We all no one is Elvis, you can't tell me that um you don't have your weaknesses as well. You have your weaknesses. And when it comes to these things, that is why I talk about seeking professional help, because then when you seek professional help, you have both parties on the table. When you listen to one person, you cannot judge fairly. You cannot judge fairly when you listen to one person. You have to listen to both parties. For example, Elvis, if this is your personal case, and if I would have to treat your personal case, I'd have to listen to you, listen to your partner, and then we have to come. We have to agree to talk. Do you understand what I mean? So you have to talk. You have to talk. You're listening to two people. There are two sides to every story. You can't listen to one person and then draw your conclusions. You have said your own part of the story. I've heard from you. What about the other person? You might be doing something in the relationship that is pushing the person away. You might be talking too much about the person's salary. You might have your eyes focused on the person's salary, and that is not what you should be doing. I don't know. I'm just saying, Elvis. So, that is why I'm saying that in this case, you have to seek for professional help, because then you have someone in the middle who is not biased, who is coming neutral. The person will listen to you and listen to your partner, and then they will be able to find a solution, because what you want is to find a solution. So that you've got kids, you love your woman, you want to find a solution. So um please, this is my little 5 cents. On this, you have to find a solution. Don't You have to find a solution, communicate with her. If it doesn't work, please don't bring in friends. Sometimes when you bring in friends and family, when you tell them, they'll get your own part of the story. They will judge your partner based on what you tell them. It might be right. You might be emotional as well. Sometimes when you're emotional, the way you convey, the way you communicate is different when you're emotional. There's no reasoning. Sometimes there's no critical thinking. So it is very important that when you're going through something, especially in your marriage, please, the first step is communicating with your partner. If it's not working, please seek for professional help, because when a professional comes in, they're listening to two people. They're listening to you and your partner, and then they'll try to see how you can work things and the way forward in the relationship. So please don't go for family and friends, because they will take sides, and sometimes your relationship will end up falling apart, because they'll say, oh yes, now she's making money, now she's talking to you anyhow. No, that might not be the case. And if you love your woman, you want things to work out, please, please, please know who to complain, know who to talk to, know where to complain. Sometimes discuss with people who don't even know your wife. Don't tell people who know your family, your wife, you know especially people who would advise you, would start judging. Some people would even start hating on her. They will not want to talk to her, and then let's say you end up making up with her. Now you've created enemies. You've created people who don't like your wife because of what you told them about her. So please, um know who you talk to when you have a relationship. Be very careful where you get advice from. It is very important where you get advice from. Very important where you get advice from. Who you talk to is important, because some people will just tell you what will make you happy, but is it good for your relationship? Is it good in building your relationship? Because obviously you want to stay, you want to make things work. So it is very important. Good morning. Hello. Hello 74. I'm not calling you that first name. We agreed on that. Hello 74. Hello Ray. How are you today? Good afternoon. How are you today? Please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We've been here for an hour now. I love your outfit. You look amazing. Thank you very much. 74. Can I get the beautiful cool it? Now you're making me to smile. I'll that you come here, give us a hug. Come. Okay, 7-Eleven will say full will Ray. Okay, you can please change your name, please. Someone just called you that name and I can't even read the comments. Please change that name. Please change that name. Do something else. Write something else. Change your name. Okay, sending love. Absolutely. Take care. Thanks very much. I think we've come to the end of today's live broadcast. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much. Hope I've read all the comments. I hope I have. Elvis, we can talk. Have you got this channel has got a number? I will put it on the comment section. I've shared it several times. Elvis, you can get together with her. You can please seek for professional help. If you cannot handle it, seek for professional help. It is very important that you seek for professional help. Stephen Taylor says thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Stephen. You might see my outfit now because I'll be showing you what I'm wearing today. Today's live broadcast has it's now come to a close. Thanks very much for sharing your time with me today. Thank you very much. You've got the number? Yeah, if you've got the number, you can message me. We can talk on this. It is very important that you talk, especially if you want your relationship to work. You have to discuss, try, get someone to mediate, get a mediator, a neutral person who would listen to both of you, not just from you. I'm listening to you now and I'm thinking, oh my God, why is she? No, I'm not thinking like that. You know what I'm thinking? When you're complaining, I'm thinking, let me tell you the truth. When you complain about someone to me, I'm thinking, what are you not telling me? Yeah, when you complain about someone to me, because always two sides to every coin. Two sides, that always two sides to every coin, two sides to every story. So you are telling me you're part of the story, but what are you not telling me? There are things that you're not telling me. Of course you want me to be on your side, so that certain things you will not tell me. 50 shades of gray. What's the number? Okay, wait, just bear with me. I'll read the number out. If I can't find it, I'll read it out. It's normally here on the table. Okay, just bear with me. Okay, the number is 0075. Can you hear me? Do you want me to write it on the description section? But it's 075 63 54 5508. I'll repeat the number. So the UK code is +44, but it's WhatsApp only, please. If you call because then the number is for the channel and it's WhatsApp only. Please, WhatsApp only. If you call, you will not get a response. You just have to WhatsApp message, and then I'll message you back, and then we'll communicate that way. And if we have to take things forward, then we can book a call. But it's WhatsApp only. If you call, no one will pick. It's on silent. So it's not a calling number. It's just for WhatsApp. So it's o double so if you're out of the UK, it's +44 75 63 54 5508. I don't know if you've got the number now. I will put it on I'll add it on the description section of this live video, so you can check at a later date or whenever you can. But that is the number. So it's 07563545508, and it's WhatsApp only. Thank you very much. And don't forget to write that you are writing from YouTube and your name of obviously, because if you don't write your name, then I won't know who is writing. So your name, where I gave you the number. So it could be what because it could be YouTube, it could be Facebook, it could be TikTok, but this is YouTube. So please don't forget, please, so I don't okay. Normally we have our our shows at the end of each broadcast. I'll show you what I'm wearing, because most of the things I wear have been given to me by this website. I'll be sharing the website with you, so you can go get some of the things I wear. Like this, they have the hat, they have the glasses, almost everything I wear. So I'll stand up. And now, since Steven Taylor, you're telling me to stand up, I'm not gonna stand up. So we're not gonna do this today, we're gonna do it tomorrow. It's all right. I'll show you what I'm wearing, and then Steven, you should go to the naughty corner. Please go to the naughty corner. Okay, I will show you what I'm wearing, and then that will be it for today's live broadcast. Thanks very much for sharing your time with me today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I'm wearing, and then we can okay, if you can see, this is what we are wearing today. Can you see? That is our outfit for today. There you go. So it's on the website. I'm going to be sharing the website. You've got summer sandals. I'm sure these ones, I'm not sure they've got them anymore. So there you go. That's the outfit for today. Thanks very much for sharing your time with. Thanks very much for sharing your time with us today. And have a lovely day. I've got an appointment now and I've got to go. Thank you. That is all for today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And look, please do subscribe to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I will be live again tomorrow. I'm not sure about next week. I think I've got I'll let you know tomorrow, but tomorrow will be a very beautiful day here. So don't forget, like the channel, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you, Elvis. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, James. Thank you, 474. Thank you, N of Me's, Stephen, James. Again, thank you very much, Malik. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Thank you so very much for your time. Thanks very much for sharing your time with me. All the best. Always. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And bye-bye for now. Bye. Thank you and bye-bye for now. Bye.